What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Dean-Bryson, men's life coach and personal trainer, and in today's video what we're going to be getting into is how I've gone from blue pill to red pill in 5 steps. I got a new fresh trim. Press that like button if you like my trim. If you don't, comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and without further ado, let's get into today's topic. Okay, so step number 1 in the process is reading personal development, self-help books, listening to audiobooks, watching YouTube. All of that stuff I started doing when I was about 22 years old, just after I finished my master's degree in sports psychology. I had my heart broken, and I wanted to understand why it was that I got myself sucked into situations where I got into the friend zone. Couldn't seem to break the friend zone, and no matter what I did, I just kept on trying, kept on pleasing, and just couldn't seem to get that attraction from the girls that I was interested in. So I dived into personal development, self-help book. I read the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and that just led me on to reading loads and loads of personal development, self-help, self-improvement books. So if you're in that similar position, I would highly recommend reading some self-help, personal development books. Just make sure that you're not reading all of the same sort of stuff. So if you're like interested in making money, for example, don't just read money books. Read books on dating, on game. Read books on mindset and how to think about business and making an impact, and your purpose and spirituality. You know, read about lots of different things in terms of personal development and self-improvement, because obviously you need to become more consciously aware of the way that your mind works, and the way that your mind needs to work in order for you to be highly successful in lots of different areas. So step number 2 was to isolate myself and disconnect from everything that I have been conditioned and brainwashed into believing and thinking. I stopped watching the news. I disconnected from a lot of my friends that I thought just weren't people that were going to help me to become successful. Other people that were brainwashed, blue pilled kind of guys. Disconnected from just a lot of mainstream stuff. But also isolated myself a lot, to the point where I was just focusing a lot on myself, on my goals and on my vision, on my purpose. I remember at the time I was doing a Domino's delivery job, which was a pretty mindless job to be doing, but it was good in the sense that I was spending a lot of time in my car, so I could listen to audiobooks. I could listen to stuff that was going to help me to move further ahead in my life. And I was on my own as well, so I wasn't having to engage in lots of pointless conversations. Getting involved in just generally what is going on in the world, which we have absolutely no effect over, we have no control over, and that is a big part of the red pill philosophy, is really understanding that a lot of what happens in the world you have zero control over, so there's no point in focusing on it. Just focus on yourself and what you can personally do yourself to improve your life and improve the lives of others. Step number 3 on a more practical level was to increase my value. So I got myself into the gym. My image has always been a very, very important thing to me. So growing up, I was a late bloomer, late developer. I went through puberty really late. And so whilst all of the other guys were looking a lot more masculine, a lot more manly than me, I still looked like a little boy. And that continued up until university. I still looked a lot younger than everyone else, and that made me feel really insecure, self-conscious about myself and my looks. So the first thing that I did, I started to really take seriously, was the gym. I started lifting weights because I wanted to look more masculine, more manly. And then obviously over time I've developed my style, I've developed my image, I've become more conscious of those things, and it's very important for me, being a personal trainer and also online fitness coach as well, is taking care of my image. So that was the first thing for me, was increasing my value in the marketplace. Now obviously there are other ways to increase your value, like improving your finances, finding a side hustle or a business that you want to work on, improving your skills in that area, maybe improving your skills in speaking, in copyright, lots of different ways that you can, a lot of skills that you can work on to increase your value in different marketplaces, so that you can start to gain abundance for yourself and for your life, so that you are less reliant on the world, on the matrix, on the blue pill world that we're all conditioned to be a part of. Step number 4 was really to become more clear on my purpose and what I'm really trying to achieve in my life. So spending all of that time in the gym, improving my own physique, my own body, that had such a significant impact on my confidence and how I felt about myself, that I wanted to share that with others, and I wanted to impact others. I've always been very passionate about coaching and teaching anyway, so when I was 16 years old I started soccer coaching, and that took me to do a degree in sports coaching. I've done swim teaching, I've done school sports coaching. I've had a lot of experience in coaching, and also had that master's degree in sports psychology as well. So that all kind of came together for me to become a life coach, and to work with people on improving their mental health, on their mindset, and also on improving their fitness as well. So increasing my value, but also improving my skills and becoming more aligned with myself, and understanding that the more confident person that I am, the more I can impact and help other people. And a big part of that was opening my heart and sort of reflecting, healing from some of the issues that I had in the past. And obviously, as I've already said, like, fitness was a big part of me becoming more confident and secure within myself. But there were other areas, other things that I worked on, such as being, seeing myself as being more, as being weaker, because I'm very empathetic and I'm quite sensitive, and really seeing those more as strengths rather than weaknesses. Tapping into those to allow myself to be more flamboyant, to be more creative, to be more imaginative. And all of that helps when it comes to your purpose, because it's not just about what you're wanting to do, what you're wanting to achieve, and how you're wanting to help people. It's also about you as an individual, feeling good within yourself, and knowing what your strengths are and what is your unique selling point. Step number 5 in the process was to reintegrate myself back into society, to start having conversations again with people, to start socializing again, and this is still like a gradual process, but I'm coming from a place of higher value, of more authority, where I'm trying to lead people. I'm not trying to tell people or control people, or to change their beliefs. I'm not trying to convert people. I'm just trying to show them what is possible, through working on themselves, through developing themselves, and the only way to do that is to reintegrate yourself back into society. You can't influence people if you're not part of society. If you're living like a monk, or just living on the outside as an outsider, it's good for a certain amount of time, but if you want to become a leader and if you want to impact people, then you have to reintegrate yourself. Those were my 5 steps on how I went from being more blue pill to red pill. I hope you found this video to be useful. If you did, press that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one.